Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Jumplight Odyssey. I promised we were going to go look at the advanced plants in the greenhouse, and that is exactly what we're about to do. So I know we're running low on plastic, so we don't have the materials to do this quite yet. But I think the plan for now is we're going to queue up potato and tomato, and we're going to look at both of them after they've been built and kind of see what we can kind of glean about the two, the two plants. So the difference between them is the crop characteristics are tomatoes have a 35% chance of doubling their produce yield and they're water efficient, which means every crop you harvest only takes 2 water, which is compared to what we're currently using, which is rice and wheat, which both use 4. Twice as much as either of these plants. The difference between the tomato and the potato is the potato, instead of having that 35% bonus to double its yield, it has just a large produce yield. So what's going to be interesting to me is what does large versus I guess it's a little tricky to look at these two. What does large versus just like normal, I assume, look like? If we look at wheat, I almost called it yeet. If we look at wheat, that produces large. And the rice crop is very large. And if we go look at we'll confirm our build here. We don't have the polymers yet, but we will shortly, Commander. If we look at these, rice produces 5, wheat produces 4. I'm guessing what it is then is potatoes produce 4, and then tomatoes do 3. But tomatoes have a 35% chance to produce 6. The thing is, if we're just running the numbers, that's roughly a third chance to do 6, right? If you're just doing raw statistics, that means every 3 crops, you're likely to get 6. And then the other 2, you're likely to get, let's pause here while I talk about statistics. You're likely to get 3 for each of the crops, for a total of 12. If potato is operating under 4, that and produces the food in the same amount of time, that would also be 12. So really there's not the only thing is you're banking on statistics here. If tomato produces more, because it technically has a plus 2% over a third chance, then you're looking at tomato slowly winning out in the long term versus potato. The farmer in me is like, we need crop diversity anyway. So what I think I'll probably end up doing is building both and just kind of like living with it. But in my head, I'm like, we need potatoes and tomatoes. Then you can make like a good curry. Who wants to just eat potatoes and only tomatoes? Or only one of the two, you know? Alright, you guys made it back. Good job. Successfully brought back lots of metal. I think that's all the ships we sent out, too. So let's double check here. All the missions are done. There's still some search and rescue, but I just brought some people back, so I kind of want to see how our operations, start to flow here for a bit. We need to get our plastic and our composite sorted. We need to start building our biomass reserve back up. And then the produce is going to start getting drained as well as we expand the greenhouse downstairs. So maybe the next thing that we do, while we're still chunking away with the plastic, is we want to look at adding some more algae farms here. Which should be under... Not adding room, silly. Should be here. Algae takes metal and plastic. So maybe we do 2... Or actually, I'm not taking my own advice. 1 at a time is the best way to get things actually built. If the more you queue all at the same time, the more they just spread the resources out, and then you're just like, well, now you haven't accomplished anything. So we're gonna get these 2 built. Just waiting on biomass for both of them. And then we'll focus on getting that biomass room filled out as well. We should look at where we're going to jump next. I was gonna do that and then I got distracted. So, I wish I had paid attention when we were back at this beacon, because I definitely think this was revealed to us at the time, but now it is not. However, this is ready to go, and I think we have all our shuttles on board, correct? Let's go check. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do indeed. Our power's in a good place. We just got the right amount of jump light, so we might as well just jump. There's no point in waiting. Let's see, what are we at? 19 minutes with the Zootopans hot on our heels. We're very close to the nebula. I think when we make the jump, we're going to want to jump from here to here. Jumping from here seems like a bad news. So, we're going to get to this one, and then we're going to assess, you know, how much jump light can we build, and then if we need the calibrator up and running, we can do that. So, we're going to jump to this one right now.
Take the ship to Jumplight.
There we go.
Hold on, everyone. Jumplight in 5.
The music just got like really chill.
3, 2, 1.
I like there's something about like preparing to jump light your way through space and time, and then it starts playing like smooth jazz. I'm like, this ship is like very chill. I like this ship. All right, let's pause here. Now, this is going to be the next place we want to jump to, so we'll target that one. We've just been like skipping over all of these barren worlds and rocks as we go. Rocky moons. What are we at for time? 34 minutes, cool. At one point we were up to an hour in our last run, and I don't know how the Zootopans caught us, so I want to pay attention when we switch biomes later on. People are still starving. It's probably because our produce hit 0 at one point. Let's make sure these are still on priority. They should be until we reload our save. That seems to be the case with most things. Oh, you know what I should do? I just realized this room's all beat up. Does rebuild all destroyed work? It does not. I thought there was a repair option, but apparently there isn't. So I guess this one will just stay busted until further notice. Alright, you're being queued up. You guys are all ready to roll, so once the engineers get off their butts, we can actually get that working. These shuttles are still a little beat up. This one is very beat up. These two are looking good. So maybe what we do is send out the beat up shuttle with a basic crew for the survey mission. Holy Lord, the amount of resource salvaging is comical. Also, I like that with the asteroids, the resource extraction is really, really fast. So you can just send out shuttles one right after the other. So survey mission it is. The beat up shuttle is the one we want to queue. So let's take your crew and replace them with just kind of basic people who are healthy. So let's do engineers for this one, because it improves spacecraft resilience, and this one is the most likely to be in trouble because of its current shape. So 2 engineers should be good. And then we'll send this Marine with crew resilience as well. And then that should be good. So send this shuttle to survey. And then we're going to send our other 3 shuttles for resource extraction. But we do have to switch out the crews on them because they're not doing great. So we'll send Cora, Devero, you're going to get swapped out. I wish it would stay locked on health, because health is like my key indicator for like who should go on a mission. Unless there's like a really special instance where I need to be looking at call signs, health is like my go-to for everything. So, a scientist and 2 suppliers sounds good to me. This is green, blue, green crew. So launch that ship. Got more resource extraction underway. We should, like, once this one is wrapped up, we should have, like, more metal than we ever noted what to do with. Especially because we have just material lying around that we can crunch up into metal as well. So, swap out Ori. 4. Who else is off duty? Seb, you're up. Aura, you're gonna get swapped out for... so many people off duty. Alicia is up, and then Jill with a Y. You're gonna get swapped out for Auri. There's so many names that are so similar to each other. Love it. You're up. Launch that shuttle. And then one more shuttle here. The other thing that I wish you could kind of do is if you just like set the priority for the auto assign, is you could be like auto assign based on like most healthy, or and on duty, or whatever. Like you could just like set conditions that just made auto assign smarter, because otherwise you have to go in like this every single time and pick out the crew. Like you basically have to handpick every crew, which is, you know, fine-ish. All right. Red, green, blue crew. You're the last up here, so we're gonna launch you as well. There they go. All right, all four should be ready to rumble. How's the jump light coming? Did we get that calibrator up and running? Nope, not yet. Actually, it's under construction. We're generating a lot of jump light really fast, so it's exciting to see this guy still not be built. And seeing how fast we're being able to jump between places. That bodes well for our future. Alright, you guys are still being built. Takes a while to build potatoes and tomato plants, I guess. Hangar is going. This one is still waiting metal and plastic. Power's doing fine, water's doing fine. You have been turned off, which is fine, because we don't have any excess plastic anyway. Metal, we could consider shutting it off for now, and I think I will, because, oh, you know what's making all the goddamn noise? It's this stupid printer. The printers are the loud part. I understand now. I was like, how did that room get so loud? You know? If you walked into a room with a 4D printer, maybe it would be making a lot of noise. Who knows? I don't have one. Anyway. The other thing I was looking at earlier today is this room is just like a refrigerator room. What are you? It's a cargo hold. Huh. Is there any weird things we can do with that? We could do a double refrigerator. Is that helpful? Oh, it's kind of interesting because it takes up the same space as 2 fridges, but it uses less material. I never noticed that, and I've been building double fridges like all over the boat. Like here there's double fridges. I built these 2. And down here you have double fridges. Oops. Oh, I was like, oh, please don't crash on me. I built these 2, but I could easily have done a double fridge, which I should have, if I had been paying attention. Oh, this room doesn't allow double fridge. Ah, okay. Okay, I understand. So in that case, what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and build double fridge in here. Might as well just like improve the efficiency just slightly. Go ahead and drop double fridge. Yes, I understand. Once the double fridge is finished, we'll delete these 2, replace them with a double fridge as well. And then, Bob's your uncle. Did I shut you guys off? I did not. So you guys are draining power. Like, it's not a big deal. But if we ever get into a scrap where power is a problem, you can shut your guns off, and then just remember, unlike what I did in the last run, remember to turn your guns back on if you ever need them. If you're like standing there being like, why aren't my people doing things and the guns are off, that's your fault. Not my fault, your fault. Alright, I'm glad we shut off the metal producer, because all of our shuttles coming back are going to be pulling in more metal here. So that one's still a little damaged. This one looks pristine. Jump light's being produced, that's good. Engine room should be done now. Yep, so we have 3 calibrators rolling. That's awesome. Should have all the jump light we'll need for the nearest future. Alright, we have our potato, and we have our tomato up and running. So now it's exactly what I thought it was. So tomato has 3, potato has 4. They're waiting on biomass to show up, but, you know, that's understandable. Perfect success from the spacecraft. Perfect success from the other spacecraft. Or not perfect, but positive success. And this one is landing now. We should probably just flip right around. Oh, we do have the salvage opportunity as well. So we should honestly flip right around and send these ships back out that are still in good condition. This one's looking rough. Right back out there. So let's take the ship that's in pristine condition and then swap out some of these crew members for Marines and send this one on the salvage opportunity. If we have any Marines. Gladia, are you already on this ship? You might be. No, she was not. Lisha, are you doing okay health-wise? Where are you? Why can't I find you? Oh, there you are. You're up here. Is that okay? I can't tell. I also wish, like, if you hovered over them, it would tell you their health. Because I'm just kind of, like, going based on... like, the spectrum of healthiest to least healthy, but I don't actually know what their actual health level is at, so... What are you gonna do? You have Lightfoot? Is that good? That's success chance. And subtract speed? That's okay. So we have a double red and green crew. We're gonna send this one out to try and do the salvage opportunity. So that's this one. So launch that. As a plus 25% chance, it's an 85% chance to succeed. That's really solid. We still have some resource extractions going on here. So let's send you. Your crew was still on duty, so I'm fine sending you right back out there, even if your shuttle is a little beat up. And then this one, we have Tora, who also has a success chance minus speed. But she's on duty, so that's fine. And let's send Yosh. Let's check Tora's health, to be fair. That one is Lightfoot is probably my favorite ability in the game. I'm fine with having a slower mission with increased success chance. I think it's better to do the mission like slightly slower than to F it up. So let's send basic people out on this mission. Get some more people with some call signs that will give us a little more versatility going forward. Delaney is a Leadfoot. Leadfoot is my least favorite. Let's send Phelan on this mission. Alright, there you go, guys. That person's looking gaunt as heck. Alright, perfect success. Good job, crew. The ship is looking a little rough. Not that bad, actually. It's about a quarter down. A little more than a quarter, maybe. People are starving again. We're back to 0 produce, though, so... And we did pick up some more people. So I think the priority for us is biomass and produce, making sure that those are really solid. This one's ready to go, so that's good. Metal is, like, fine forever. We need to prioritize hauling these, because they're not even being worked right now, which is a mistake. So make all of our produce high priority. Are you busted? Is that why I can't prioritize you? I suspect you're busted. But we will leave that alone. Looks like our suppliers are running in, so that's good. Let's go up and check on our double fridge. Double fridge is almost ready to roll. We're still missing a little bit of plastic. We're missing a little bit of metal. Once that one's done, these two can come out of there, and we'll be sitting pretty. We already have all the jump light we need. So we're gonna get ready to jump as soon as our ships come back. We don't want to jump before that. So you're traveling. Are you traveling to? Yes. So you're operating. You are operating already. You're still assembling your crew, which is not great. And that's the salvage opportunity. I was hoping that one would already be off the ship. Did we bust this? I thought I might have like mixed up the crew members that we were assigning to that one. I think it's a little stuck, actually. So let's hold to recall. Help. Are you broken? I think you're broken. Help. Alright, well this salvage opportunity might be busted. Because I'm just holding the mouse button over this guy. And it is not doing anything. So we're going to leave that one alone. Hopefully jumping with them being still in the ship is okay. But I think we busted it by accidentally assigning somebody from like one ship to another ship maybe. Because I think it might have been Jorah, who I was like, ooh, they have the ability that I really like. And then I assigned them to 2 ships identically at the same time or something. If that's the case, they might be on one of these other ships. Like, they might be on that resource one that's coming back right now. Like, right here? Ash, Jorah... No? Was it Yosh? I have 0 idea. Their traits are steamy? They become flirty after showers? I'm assuming they haven't implemented relationships yet, because, I haven't seen anybody flirting with anybody. Alright, yeah, that one seems to be busted. So we're gonna go ahead and jump out of here. Failure, success, whatever. Alright, we're gonna jump out of here. Cross your fingers that these people don't get lost in the void of cyberspace.
Initiate Jumplight drive.
Because they're, like, in the middle of transporting.
Initiate in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm staring at it. Don't you dare, don't you dare launch out of this boat right now. We made another jump. Crew disembarking. Okay, whew. We successfully broke their problem. Alright, these things we are paramount though. These must be functioning soon. So let's, instead of sending our people out for more metal, let's hold off. It was Tora. For some reason, she just wouldn't go on the mission. So let's hold off on sending this ship. Let's send this guy here for the survey operation. And then I think the only other mission we're going to send out, unless we have like a lot of stuff going on, but I think part of the problem we're seeing with this produce is not having any haulers around to bring stuff here. Because this, or maybe we don't have any scientists around. Because I think they have material. Yeah, they do have some biomass. We just need to get these up and running. Okay, so he's setting them up. All right. The scientists were shirking. I'm sorry to blame my hauling team. They did okay. Yeah, for some reason the science crew is slacking down here. Are you busted? I think this one is busted. Because it is no longer rotating. As unfortunate as that is, I think the only way to deal with it is to delete it. And then rebuild it. But, by deleting that thing, maybe it's better to just replace it with a, like, what are you, 515? 726. So it's a little more expensive. But I think it's worthwhile to just dump more of you guys in here than to just rebuild the wheat farm. So we'll delete this guy, and then we'll make our pivot away from those to the potato tomato. You're out there operating. I'm hoping we get a salvage opportunity here instead of just these resource missions, because I like that crew with the double marine and Laura, who does the improved success chance. How are we doing on Zootopin time? 40 minutes. We're light years ahead of the Zootopins. Aha! We have just enough distance to be able to get to that point. We can't see what it is, but we can get there. Now, that reminds me, I think it's very important to get radar amplifiers. They take actually a decent amount of composite. Part of the reason why I was hoping a salvage mission would work. The last one seemed to get busted, unfortunately. But hopefully we can send people out for the next one, and I would like to be able to get more of those radar things up and running. So plastics are still a scarce resource for us, especially because we need to be building more produce. A lot of people are starving now, which is not great. Our princess is even starving. Part of the problem was, for whatever reason, they just weren't making these plants grow. But now they're actually growing, so I'll cut them some slack now. But was not pleased with the science crew's operation there for a second. And maybe the problem is I've been sending people out so much. Have crew recover from starvation. That's the plan. With sending people out on missions so much, maybe they just didn't have enough time to be hauling things and setting up plants. So maybe I should be bringing more crew on. But it makes me very nervous to have this many people starving and not being able to produce any produce and still send people out. So maybe we just need to be a little slower with sending people out. Especially since we have so much time, we don't really need to be jumping as fast as we're jumping. Alright. Successful spacecraft return. Good job. So now let's see, is there a salvage mission available? There is not. Unless it unlocks like after they land, but I don't think that's the case. I think if the survey mission unlocks a salvage mission, it is unlocked as soon as the ship gets back. Alright, these people have succeeded. No. So we just have the 3 resource extractions. That's fine. We have a lot of metal though, and we have a lot of material as well. I think what I'm going to do instead of sending people back out there is I'm just going to turn the metal cruncher back on. And then I'm just going to let all of our stuff run. Now, the key is produce. You guys are building more produce plants. That is very good. Our refrigerators are full of metagel. I'm not super thrilled about that, but there's no way you can like set a... Hey, double refrigerator, it's up and running. There's no way you can set, like, only put biomass in here. It would be really nice in the future if it's a feature added by the developers, as if you could be like, hey, this fridge is in the greenhouse. Why is there metagel or produce in here? There really shouldn't be. So it'd be nice if you could kind of, like, set priority that way. We could throw another double fridge in here, but I don't think we really need to. It's not really necessary. This shuttle's been repaired. These 2 are still pretty beat up. This one especially. So maybe we just need to have our dudes chill. They're still offloading all of the metal. Oh, I know why the metal has been dropping. One of these shuttles is just like overloaded with metal. So we'll let our crews unload. That's, you know, I've harped on it multiple times, but I think that would be my favorite thing that they could add to this game, just like a way to see what all the shuttles have in their cargo bay, because you have to let the crew unload, and if you don't let them unload, the materials just keep popping back and forth in and out of the ship. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and add one more biomass generator, the algae farm. Get that queued up. And then we'll go check on our farm down here. Alright, everything is up and running. We've got the crops all rolling here, so that's very good. Once these start finishing up their first crop here, we should be in a pretty good place as far as stuff goes. And actually, this tomato just finished. So we need somebody to get over here and harvest it. Same with this potato. Here he comes. Are you doing it? Please tell me you're doing it and that it's not just busted. Nope, you are doing something entirely different. Aya, you're the hero that we needed. Harvesting the tomato. Snip, snip, snip. Beautiful. Well done. Harvesting the potato as well. 5 produce. That seems weird. How did we get 5 out of this thing when it could either double to make 6, or it could double, or is it like each instance of produce has a 35% chance of doubling? That's very confusing. Huh. Well, something to ponder on until the next episode. If you guys like the episode, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more Jumplight Odyssey or my other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. It also helps out a lot. Thank you so much for the reception for this series and the other videos I have. It's been great to see all the comments and all the feedback that I've been getting from everybody. I'm definitely learning a lot, but I'm having a lot of fun doing it, and I hope you guys are as well. So I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one, and see you later. Bye-bye, everybody.